Call Halayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Shalom and salutation to the hopeful elect. Alright, the Akim out the spirit and the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth with sincerity and truth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice, as the scripture teach us to do. Alright. Shalom to the Akwaf, the very few sisters that do listen to us as well. This is the brother Yarmaya from the Great Millstone Chicago camp. Basically coming to you with another lesson. This lesson is on a response to the elder down in Dallas, Yasha Wamba. He had did a video basically concerning the topic, these demons know who you are. And me and the brother been talking about that a lot recently. You know, me and this particular brother. Ironically, about 2 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, we actually did this same exact lesson, a topic with how the demons, they know who you are. So really it's revisited. But I was watching the elders video earlier, and it just kindled it on my spirit. It said this is just way too much at one time, you know, in the spirit not to respond to it. So basically, you know, nevertheless, these demons know who we are, man. And he used the scripture in the gospel. I think that was in Matthew, when the Lord went into those men who were possessed with those legions of demons, man, and he cast them into the swine, you know, later on. But they said, aren't you come to torment us, you know? And like I'm get the account of Acts, he said, Paul I know and Yahweh Shai I know, but who are thee? All right, the demons know the men of the Lord, man. You know, whether it be those like the elder was going into those cranky, especially those Edomites, man, that you see, and they give you shit faced looks, or they always fuck with you on the job or wherever you may intermingle with them. You know, because it could be from the past, or it could be from just knowing, you know, who you are in the spirit, and they have a job to do, man. And that's why even in your daily travels and your daily walk, you can't wear your heart on your sleeve, so to speak, man. You can't let your emotions actually be shown, man. You know, only act one way towards people. You know, I'm real stone outside of, you know, the brotherhood. You know, they see me laugh, cry, and joke. These niggas don't see shit but what I want them to see. You know, whether it be this side or that side or whatever side, I kind of shield what I really think, man. Because them demons will prey on that too, man. You know, you might just tell a regular nigga you don't need pork. They, oh, you don't need pork? Why? That's nigga. And it, you know, it might and it might open up a loophole. Just a slippery slope. Just little shit. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, I'm gonna just get into these scriptures, man, because it's not a lot of scriptures coming out, but it's just so much, man, because these demons really know who the men of the Lord are, because they have a job. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start with this account in the gospel. This is St. Luke 22 and verse 28. This is Yahweh Shai and the disciples. All right, it said, ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations. And Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Ratazah, we all know lots as well as those two brothers he was talking to, those two disciples. It said, and I will appoint you, Salaki, and I will appoint unto you a kingdom, as my Father have appointed unto me. And the demons know what we have coming, man. That's why they're trying to knock us off our square, as you will see in this account. That ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones and judge in the 12 tribes of Israel. And that's what the Lord has anointed his men, all right, to inherit, those who he revealed the secrets to in the latter days. All right, those, you know, brothers back in the reincarnation, being the fruits of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, not being swayed with the demonic vibration that's out here in the world, you know, and not letting it, you know, and we go through it like other men, you know, but we actually understand why we're going through it, and it makes our affliction and our persevere a little bit greater, you know, a lot greater. You know, we're not suffering as being niggas, we're suffering, you know, and being molded, just like it says in Sirach, the second chapter. All right, men of adversity, man. Men, honorable men, acceptable men are proven by that fire. We're forged with fire. All right. And I always quote this saying off this movie, man. He said, the wounds of honor are self-inflicted. We chose this, you know, where Yahweh Shai chose it for us, but we this is what we chose, all right? He gave you the life or death, and we chose life. And the demons, they know we are the ones that chose life, and they know they're not worthy of what we can do, man. So they try to crab in the barrel us, man. They try to pull us down as we rise to the top, and it's not going to happen, man. How about Shem? How about verse 31, St. Luke 22 and 31, it said, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. And that's what it was, man. Satan desired to have him, man, because he was the head guy, man. And the more stronger you get in the faith, the more demons pop up, man. All right? The more the left-hand side moves, the more stronger. And that this truth is forwarded. Look how hard the Esau is pushing, man. That's why we got to push even harder through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Look how the evil is being wrapped upon this earth, on a mass scale. This lesson is really singular to our individual brothers, in our battle. But on a mass scale, on the us against them, as this truth spreads, man, these battles get harder, man. More demons come, man. So as you further advance in the truth, you will notice the demons come bigger, man. Some of them come, just fucking with you, like the elder was going into. Some of them come subtle, man. Hey, it's funny because I was watching that video, and I was on the plantation, right? And I was preparing to watch it, and I was kind of watching it, then to really lock in it. And I was doing the fast, and just advise fast, on your off days. But if the spirit moving, you gotta do one, and you gotta, do it when you work. But nevertheless, I was at the gig and everything, right? And a dude came and fixed one of the machines that the dishes go through. And he was so cool. And he was so, yeah, man. Ooh. And I was trying to ignore him because I didn't want to talk to him at all. I really just want to have my headphone in and listen to the video. I didn't even want to talk to him. He was so cool. He said, and the first thing the nigga said was, he said, man, how you work around all this food? I would sure be hungry. I just looked at the nigga. I'm like, what's up, Satan? So some of the demons come in different ways, but every one of them that's sent, whether they're the subtle ones, whether it's the angry ones, whether it be the ones that just fuck with you to see if they can get a rouse out of you, and make you out to be the nigga that they think you are anyway, they come, man. All right. It said, and the Lord said unto, I'm gonna read 31 again. The Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee. And that's how we should pray for each other, man. As Yahweh shall pray for the disciples and us. Yahweh Ratazah. It said, but I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. All right? And but I just wanted to get that to prove Satan knows, and his minions know who the men of the Lord are. All right? This is Saint Luke Salaki. This is the Acts of the Apostles. All right, the 19th chapter and the 13th verse. It said, then of the certain vagabond Jews, exorcists took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits in the name of the Lord Yahushua, saying, we adjure you by Yahushua whom Paul preached. So they tried to cast out demons in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Hey, but the spirit wasn't on them, man. Talking about of whom Paul preached. Hey, which proves you got to do this work to have the spirit on you, man. You can't just get it. You got to have the spirit on you, man, to do this work. You can't just buy a fucking Israelite starter kit for $75.99. Get to grow your beard all fucking over big and shit. You know what I'm saying? Get a big ass afro, and you just in it to win it, man. No, man. The Lord has to choose you, like it says in the book of John, man. The Lord chose his elect, man. You can't just come out here, y'all. That's why all these monkey ass niggas you see out here disappear, man. Because the Lord ain't dealing with them, man. And the demons wasn't even dealing with them. These niggas were just gone, man. The demons already had them, man. You already doing our will by not serving the Lord. That's how the demons was looking at it. This is verse 14. It says, and there were 7 sons of one Sceva, all right, a Jew, and the chief of the priests, which did so. And the evil spirit answered and said, this is the point, Yahweh Shai I know, and Paul I know, but who are ye? So the demons told this nigga Paul I know, and Yahweh Shai I know, who are you? And the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them overcame them and prevailed against them, and they fled out of that house naked and wounded. So it beat them, man. It tormented them, man. All right? Because they played with this gospel, man. Like they was dealing in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They was beaten naked, man. Running out the crib. Like fucking Smokey in front of the Hector car on Friday, man. Bugged all out they fucking mind, man. Because they didn't come to the Lord, all right, in sincerity and truth, man. They didn't come to serve the Lord. A matter of fact, let me get this right quick. This is Sirach 1 and 26. It said, if thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord shall give her unto thee. For the fear of Yahweh is wisdom, and instruction, and faith, and meekness are his delight. So you got to carry yourself in that spirit, man. Knowing that the demon's going to come with you, but fear and faith, which go hand in hand, like the brother with Taza One always say. Fear and faith going to guide you through all this, man. It's going to be your light, man. It said, distrust not the fear of the Lord when thou art poor, and come not unto him with a double heart, man, that unstable mind. Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed to what thou speakest. Exalt not thyself lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so Yahweh discover thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou camest not in the truth to fear the Lord, but thy heart was full of deceit. And the Lord jacked their ass up, man, in the midst of the congregation, because they didn't come as in the fear of the Lord. Their heart was full of deceit, just like this Mark Kanye West and the rest of these damn hypocrites and blasphemous niggas out in Israel acting a goddamn fool, man, because Esau gave him a little piece of the chip. Now the demons are going to overcome them, and they're going to make them a fucking public example, man. But, for you brothers out there, hey, the demons know exactly who you are, man. So you can't get your feathers ruffled every time something fuck with you or get on your nerve or particular pick you. They only picking to fuck with you, because Yahweh Shai is supping with you. Yahweh Shai is supping with you, man. He's not supping with them, man. So you put on the whole armor of faith in this daily walk, man. And you understand that the elements are against you, man. If we were of the world, hey, the world will love us, man. We bearing our cross, man. And bearing your cross is a hurtful thing. It's a deep thing, man. And it's a public thing, man. And they seeing us bear that spiritual cross, man. So just like spiritually when Yahweh Shai, hey, the other disciples that was crucified, man, they threw stuff at them, they spat on them, they did everything they could, to embarrass them, to humiliate them, to, get them out of their character, so to speak. And the scripture said, Yahweh Shai said nothing, man. He said nothing, man. They brought him up before judges, man. He said nothing, man. So, hey, you should have the same spirit in you and Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Willing we all have it on us, man. And the Lord supped with us. But nevertheless, man, hey, the demons know who you are, but you got to know they know who you are because you know who you are, if that's applicable or understandable. But with that being said, call aloud in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and to the hopeful elect. Shalom.